So good to see you all here. Like Lucas told, my name is Thomas. I'm one of the co-founders, and I lead the product implementation and the way our learners learn at Turing College. And today I'll walk you through some of the things and how Turing College basically works. Some of the team in Turing College, we've been fortunate enough to work on education for almost close to 10 years already. And whenever we went and visited Harvard, Cambridge, Stanford, all the big names, everywhere we went, we saw that education works the same way it did 100 years ago. And we found that not to be really exciting because technology has changed the world greatly in the past 100 to 200 years. And just imagine the topic most important to all of us, education, that every single one of us are affected by, is barely changed due to technology. We don't believe that's fair. In fact, if you Google education and you go to images, this is what you see there. You see physical books, physical location, teacher talking to a student, and teaching them in the same way that we've known since the beginning of time. And to be fair, there are some online platforms that do try to improve on education and change the model. Coursera, EDX, Udacity, and most of you probably have tried already. And those platforms, they try to provide you with more flexibility and also with more, basically, freedom to decide when do you want to learn. We believe that's very important. However, due to that flexibility, they sacrifice the quality and also the general feel of a community when going through that education. So in these platforms, you have very little personal interaction. You barely get to meet other students. You also don't build any social connections. There may be some forums and some videos you can watch together and maybe group projects, but that's not really the core of education there. And most importantly, at the end of it, you basically get a PhD certificate that specifies that you've completed the program and you don't really build a network out of it. So we believe those three points are very important. And in fact, if we go to Business 101 and draw this nice graph right here, and we have low engagement on the left, high engagement on the right, no flexibility, full flexibility, the traditional model would lie somewhere around here. So they have no flexibility at all, right? You have to go to the physical location, you have to sit in a lecture, you have to take notes there, take exams, deadlines, all the rest. But the engagement is very high, right? Because you get to meet your students, you hang out with them, you spend your time together. Online platforms lie somewhere around here. They help you with flexibility, so you can watch the videos online, you can do that whenever you want. However, basically there's very little engagement, and they make that sacrifice due to increased flexibility. And we don't believe that's right. So for Turing College, we have a higher standard, and what we're trying to achieve is full flexibility and very high engagement. And you might ask, so how do we reach that? How do we make that happen? And the very core concept in education is having access to one-on-one mentors. That's why in Turing College, we're introducing unlimited mentorship. And that means that studying at Turing College, you can have access to experts and other peers whenever you want. It's as simple as booking an Uber you probably just took coming to this event. You simply go to the platform, have a lot of time slots to choose from, you pick the time that works for you, you click on it, and book the code review. And that project is now scheduled. We've just sent your project to the reviewer, gave them all the information to prepare for, and all you have to do is show up at that time, come to a Zoom meeting, and you have your project review done. So we provide that high engagement for you. So in Turing College, we really believe that accessing experts whenever you need is crucially important, and we base all of our methodology around that. You also can study at your own speed, meaning you're not limited by the group of learners you start your course with. If you have to take a week off, you can do that freely. You also work on real-life projects, which is very important. And that's our connection with the hiring partners, where we work on that content together and we build that curriculum together. In addition to that, you have weekly stand-ups with experts, which again, you can access anytime you want. And in those stand-ups, like in any job environment, you can ask questions, share concerns, and go through the process of your learning. And most importantly, and that's a part that most of our learners like especially, is you have no lectures, which is a really cool thing. So meaning you can study whenever you want, and it's fully up to you. And we've built that curriculum and that methodology thinking about busy people like yourself. If at some point in time your schedule looked something like this, I'm guilty of that myself too, we've built Turing College thinking about you. And sometimes some unexpected things come up. And if you are studying at a traditional university or a traditional institution, your schedule, in simplified terms, would look something like this. You have lectures in the evening, you have some deadlines on certain dates, and you have to stick to them. If you miss a lecture, at best you get a video after it, and then you have to watch it then. So again, zero engagement. In Turing College, your schedule looks like this. So our learners know there's calendars full of open sessions that you can choose to attend to. And let's say sometimes work for you best, and you can choose these specific open sessions to attend to. Let's say something happened and you had to miss your 12 a.m. Meeting, you can attend another one. Next week, if your priorities changed, you just pick other open sessions and you attend them. So you have full flexibility on your schedule. And it's best represented with examples like Lina. And Lina is a stay-at-home mom who was raising her kids while studying at Turing College. And in her own words, only due to the flexibility of Turing College, I was able to combine the joys of motherhood and learning. And probably all of us understand the fact that if your child gets sick and you cannot study for 2 days, in traditional institution, you just miss your lectures and try to catch up. In Turing College, we make that easy for you. So in education in general, to achieve mastery on any topic, there are a couple of things that are very important. First, you have to have access to one-on-one experts that I've mentioned plenty of times already. Second, you have to revisit the information you've just learned consistently, and that's super important. It's meaning that you would repeat the same things week by week and day by day. And the last point is that you have to be able to teach the topic yourself, and that's super crucial. In traditional institutions, you don't get that. In Turing College, learning scheme looks more like this. So we have industry experts who teach students in project reviews and open sessions, and later on, those students pass forward the knowledge they've just received. In a similar fashion, like booking a project review, you go to our platform and you say, I'm available at these hours, and that lets our system know that you're available to make project reviews during that time. And then we match you with other students that need the knowledge you already have, and we combine you two. And as a result, during your studies at Turing College, you get to make a lot of project reviews, and you're also being reviewed very frequently. So after the course, you have built the network of industry experts and specialists of more than 50 people. And we have a huge network of learners to choose from. But every single day, every single week, you meet new people, you talk to them, and you go out of a course having that network of people with the same specialty. So to summarize it all, in Turing College, we provide you with unlimited one-on-one access, which we believe is crucially important. We provide you with flexible learning, and it's very adapted for busy people like you. We have a vibrant network of learners that you can access, in addition to our Discord servers and forums and all of the open sessions. And starting this September, after graduating, you don't only get a PDF, but you also get a master's degree. And that's a huge step for Turing College moving forward. But you don't have to take my word for it. You can simply ask the 500 learners that are currently studying at Turing College. Thank you.